Hi guys! Hey, it's Candice Kumai. Welcome to our Sprouts cooking class. Today we're going to make spicy soba noodle salad with some satsuma or mandarin oranges that you have at home. We're really going to talk about how to go vegan today, which a lot of people are very confused about eating vegan. So let me introduce a little bit of my background so we can understand why eating clean and vegan is actually my thing and has been for about 17 years. So in 2018, I wrote this beautiful book, Kintsugi Wellness. It was published in 10 different languages all over the world, including Brazil, Poland, China, Russia, Portugal, even Saudi Arabia. It's a fabulous baby of mine. This is my last baby before Clean Green Eats. It's known as the Clean Eating Bible, according to my friend Dr. Oz. And this book took me about 5 years to write. This book also took about 5 years. And I have 6 other books I've written, and I'm on number 7 right now. I have written for Vogue and Bon Appetit and also for Well and Good. And now I write with Goop and I report with NBC and eDaily Pop. And I love my job predominantly because when I was a little kid, I used to get teased for being half Japanese, half Eastern European. And now I think it works as my strong suit, and everybody wants to learn how to eat clean and how to eat better. And so I want to show you guys a couple of tips about how to go vegan every day. And that even includes your routine in the morning. It includes your routine during the middle of the day and in the evening. So here's what you're going to need to go maybe a little bit more vegan, where we can eat clean, have better skin, have better digestion, have really pretty thick hair. Usually people want to focus on coffee in the morning, but my ancestors have been drinking tea for thousands of years in Japan. So this is my favorite matcha love. We're going to make a cup together today so I can show you how. This is your chawan. This is your chasen. This is your matcha powder. It is a shade grown, steamed, then dried and ground on a mill matcha. And it is a powdered green tea. So you're going to get the full benefits right into your cup. So you're not actually steeping tea, but you're rather ingesting the entire leaf. So this is how you make matcha. If you guys just tuned in, I'm Candice K. I'm half Japanese. My mother raised me in San Diego, but I lived in New York for the last 10 years. And now I'm back in California, writing my 7th book on spirituality. So, but I come from a very Japanese and my father's Polish American background. This is a collagen powder. Ancient Nutrition makes a great quality one. I really trust them predominantly because of Jordan Rubin and Dr. Josh Axe. They really make a high quality collagen powder. I put it right into my matcha in the morning. Collagen helps with amino acids that your body needs, and it helps for your skin to keep glowing and fabulous. And trust me, when you find out my age, you will follow what I do because I'm living proof that it works. So eating vegan and clean, this is my hot water kettle. It was water boiled at 212, and then I let it cool for 5 minutes. So at 175 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to add a tiny bit of your hot water. And then you guys can get close up in here. This is how you get bubbles with M and N motions. And then we're going to add in a little bit more water. So you're just like oxygenating the bubbles here. And I typically add a little bit of like Nut Pods creamer. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed and I have it every morning, and people think that I should work with them or be sponsored by them. But I really just truly love the product. And I think matcha keeps your skin looking perfect, fabulous, and your hair and nails look their best. Hi, dozo dozo. So this is your perfect cup of matcha in the morning, vegan, full of vitamin C, antioxidants, and L-theanine, which helps to keep you focused. This is how I wrote 7 books in about 10 years. What a psycho. Delicious. So good. Okay, now we're going to move on. After your morning routine and you settle in and you meditate, then if you're going to go on your shopping routine, I still really believe in going to the market and going shopping as much as possible. So get a big bowl because we're going to start making our spicy soba noodle salad. So when you shop at Sprouts, you can find everything that's vegan labeled really clearly. This is their organic tofu. This is the sriracha tofu, which is all organic. It's fully baked. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a pan and we're gonna start heating up our tofu just in a regular saute pan, first and foremost. So here's how we're gonna prep our next steps. Any questions so far? Let's see. Okay. So preparing tofu. Just going to take it out. And a lot of people don't realize that this is organic soy. And so when it's organic, it is non-GMO and it's full of protein, and a lot of vegans eat tofu or tempeh every day. My ancestors have been eating tofu for thousands of years in Japan, and I think my grandma looked fabulous, so I continue to do this myself. Okay, so what we're going to do is heat this in the pan so it gets a little bit of color. Just a little bit of oil will do. Today I'm going to use gomabura, which is a sesame oil. Nikki. Okay, we're going to take our tofu. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Okay. Everyone's laughing. Okay, the tofu goes straight into the pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of color on it, and we're going to warm it through. So tofu isn't something that you actually cook. It's just something you're going to heat through and get a little bit of color on, because overall we're going to make a really good salad together. And then we're going to start making our dressing inside of our bowl. The point of making your dressing into the first bowl is because you want to make less mess. I don't want to clean dishes for 2 hours after I cook a meal, which is at least I try to every day. So one bowl does wonders. So we're going to do the dressing for our spicy soba noodle salad while our tofu is cooking. All right, so we're talking about Satsuma mandarin oranges today. I grew up eating these. They're really prominent in Japan. I'm from southern Japan, so we are close to an area in southern Japan that produces a lot of mikan. So mikan oranges. This is what's going to give you the sweet juice from the component that you want sweetness in. So you want sweet, then you want salt, which is going to be our Sanjay organic tamari shoyu. This is organic soy sauce. It is fermented. It is good for you, and I use it for my probiotic gut health every day naturally. Love this stuff. And we're going to add in a touch of rice vinegar. That's our acid. So we have sweet, salt, acid. The last thing that we're missing to balance out a perfect form of flavor is fat. So I want to make this hot because I like things hot. And this is a chili oil. We're going to add that in. It's a sesame gomabura chili oil. It all goes straight into one can. And then if you like it really hot, which I did for many years in New York, you can add sriracha sauce. While this is cooking, you're going to make the perfect balance of flavors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our soba noodles to our dressing, toss, marry, and then we do a plate up together at the end. Okay? Sound good? Okay. So we're getting a little bit of color on our tofu, which is fabulous. Here we go. I have matcha and hot oil all over my skirt. Oh my God, why did we choose this outfit today? I don't know. It looked great. Okay, so now we're going to dress and coat our soba noodles. I used to work as a line cook at Roy's in downtown LA forever. That's a Japanese style restaurant, and we always said that our hands were our best resource and tool. So all it takes is one bowl to make this perfect salad. You can make it for up to 4 people. This is Soba Noodles. They're buckwheat noodles from Japan. They can be made with 100% buckwheat, but you need to look at the label when you purchase them. They can also include wheat flour. So some people say they're gluten-free, and that is actually not true. So you must be careful with that. This is a great choice for vegans because it contains a lot of protein from the buckwheat naturally. I grew up on this stuff as a kid. I got on a plane when I was 5 years old, and my mom took me to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Kyushu, where my family hails from. So I learned a lot about soba noodles, udon, ramen, every kind of noodle you can imagine. We learned about in Japan. The noodles only take about 5 minutes to cook. So when you cook soba, take your time and also be gentle. It's not like spaghetti. It's not like a rice noodle. It is one of the best, heartiest, most filling noodles I think that's out there. And so just keep focusing on eating better and eating clean. I think this partnership with Sprouts has been so much fun because I truly believe that we should all be consuming mostly plants. And so this program has allowed me to share that with you guys. Like, I love fish. I love shrimp. I love all kinds of protein. Salmon is my favorite. I believe in the omega-3 fatty acids that you can get when you're cooking, but I also really believe that each of us can eat better and do better, and that means you can shop better. So if you're going shopping at Sprouts, a couple of new items you may not have seen before, like sugar snap peas. They just sell these right in the produce section. And then I also grabbed the usual bell pepper, cucumbers. I've got the oranges that are going to go in this today. And I'm also going to add in some ginger. So fresh ginger is an excellent herb or spice, if you will, that's going to go into this recipe. And a little bit more of the satsuma orange can go in. Okay, we're going to do a plate up in just a bit. First, we're going to add in some of our sugar snap peas. You can pick whatever you want in this recipe, actually. So you just have your bowl right here, and then all of your goods are going to go straight inside. I'm actually going to show you guys how to do plate up so that some items get coated and some items fall on top like art. Okay, once you get in a majority of what you're going to cook with, then you can break off a piece of fresh ginger. This is great for anti-inflammatory properties. Perfect.
We have some questions too.
Juicy questions, ask away.
All right, so somebody asked, why is matcha better than coffee?
Because matcha is filled with vitamin C, L-theanine, it's shade grown, it's packed with nutrients. Your breath will not stink after you have it, and it makes you look fabulous. It keeps you glowing. I mean, it's packed with nutrients that fight certain types of cancer, possibly, and it keeps you looking healthy, feeling good, and it keeps you focused all morning while keeping you calm. That is what the amino acid L-theanine actually does for the body, and it came from the monks in Asia. And as far as I'm concerned, I studied with the monks in Asia for many years. They're the most profound people I've ever met in my life. So anything that they do, meditate, sleep, eat well, don't eat a lot of meat or no meat at all, matcha, tea, that's what I like to do.
So follow-up question, someone asked, why is vegan better than eating meat?
Okay, vegan is an incredible choice for a human because we predominantly function better when we eat all vegan. Our brain health is better, our digestive tract is better. You are able to absorb the nutrients from whole foods, fruits and vegetables predominantly, much better than meat. Meat can stay in your digestive tract for days. It's not always the best option, especially if you have, say digestive issues, or if you're trying to lose weight. I do really think that most smart people, I hate saying this, but I was a writer in New York for a decade. Most of my colleagues and friends that do really well tend to eat plant-based food. And I don't think that's coincidence. I think it is by design.
Uh, Speaking of being a writer, someone asked, give us your name again with your book names too.
Hilarious. Okay, my name is Candice Kumai. I have been on the block for a long time. I'm just not bad. I might be in private, but in real life, I'm a good person. And I'm just trying to say that a lot of people get known these days because they do bad things, they have bad behavior. But since I've been good for most of my career, I write books on health and wellness. I've written for Shape and Men's Health on the masthead and had columns at Men's Health and Women's Health. And then I worked at Men's Journal, now Men's Fitness, or Men's Fitness, now Men's Journal, and at Shape. And then I write for Goop, Vogue, Bon Appetit, etc. And these are the last two books I wrote, but I have 6 total. Enjoy. While we do plate up.
Someone said, can a vegan diet be satisfying and provide enough energy for intense workouts?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm adding as you can see, the tofu to this. We'll add a lot more flavor and color as we go. I'm going to show you guys how to do like a beautiful plate up. Most people that do work out, sweat, I mean, I work out about 6 days a week and I still eat mostly plant-based, which is what I think most of us should do. You feel better, you look better, and overall you will live a more full and healthy life. I really truly believe that. And I don't think that one way of eating is better than another. I don't want people to push their way of eating onto other people. I want people to do what makes them feel good.
Perfect. Where can people find this recipe? A lot of people were asking.
Oh, yeah, at sprouts.com. So Sprouts has been an incredible partner because we cook together, we eat together. I've been shopping there since I was a little kid when it was called Boney's, then it was Henry's, and now it's Sprouts. I really believe that whole foods and whole clean eating is real. It's like as real as it gets. You can't fake this stuff. And as my mom says, I look good and this is all free. She stares at me and says that. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, you look amazing. And it was free.
So someone asked about the vegan sources of collagen
Sure.
versus getting it from animal sources.
Oh, vegan collagen, people can get plant-based. There's marine collagen. I believe it comes from algae. This is a little bit of pumpkin seed. You can also do sesame seed. I put a little bit of broccoli rabe on this as well. But yes, you can definitely look for vegan collagen or just eat tons of berries, dark leafy greens. Berries contain tons of vitamins and nutrients, especially vitamin C, and they help you to produce more collagen naturally. And the same with dark leafy greens. Okay, so this is our soba noodle salad. I put some broccoli rabe into this. I added the tofu that we sauteed, as you can see. This is what you can serve yourself. Noodles get plated high, twist them around, add height as much as possible, and then pair this with a matcha tea, and you will have an incredible full meal, full plate. I highly recommend eating this way at least 5 days a week. Meat is a treat. My sister taught me that a long time ago. She says that she has a meat hangover sometimes. So ever since then, I just really like eating salmon, lots of tofu, tempeh, the fish that I grew up with. If you do like meat, no big deal. Try this with chicken sauteed with a little bit of ginger, soy, sesame oil, or you can try it with tempeh. This is with tofu. If you like shrimp, shrimp is perfect with spicy soba noodles. And don't forget, the element that makes this dish a little bit more wow is it's almost always going to be the satsuma oranges that are in season right now. So when you shop at a place like Sprouts, you know you're getting the best quality because they offer so much produce, fruits, veggies, all kinds of different eats. And then they have soba noodles. They have their own tofu now. Oh, and I forgot. There's one new thing that they have too. So when you're having your matcha tea in the morning, I went and checked this out yesterday because I'm a good shopper and a good listener. Sprouts has new organic oat milk, which is going to be great to top off your matcha with in the morning. I haven't had a cup of coffee in 8 years, and people think I'm the most energetic person they've ever met. Surprise! Which I probably am. But it doesn't mean I don't have bad days too. Matcha usually fixes everything, though. 美味しい。はいどうぞ. Any other questions for the day?
That's it. They just want to know if they can get all of these things at Sprouts.
Yay! Yes, you can get all these items at Sprouts. You can check out all of our delicious recipes at sprouts.com. My books are on my website, CandiceKumai.com. I have a podcast called Wabi Sabi, where everything is perfectly imperfect. And Sprouts, it has been awesome working with all of you. Kayla, you've been amazing. Victoria, everybody that's helped with every little moving part of this. I can't thank you guys enough. And I hope to see you guys cooking again. I hope I make it fun and it's never boring. And I hope you get to try your delicious new meal of soba noodles. はい、いただきます。これからよろしくお願いします。どうもありがとう。